Hello Cancer, welcome to my channel. Victoria here at Radiant Moon Tarot, and this is your weekly reading for February 7th through 13th, 2022. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to you. If you're returning, welcome back. As always, I'm truly grateful for each and every one of you. Let's get right into your reading and see what energies we've got coming up for you guys in the week ahead. Ooh, we have the Lion. Very nice. Leo the Lion, powerful and strong, knows when to take action, but also knows when to lie and wait, waiting for the perfect opportunity to pounce. So perhaps there is something that you're trying to do or get off the ground, or maybe there's something that you're thinking of, and you might just be laying in wait, waiting for the perfect opportunity, waiting for the perfect time. Maybe you're being a little bit patient, but you could be a little bit impatient as well. So we've got the Lion, higher calling. You have within you all the courage that you need. Let go of the past and reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. Make noble choices for your life and your tribe. That's a nice little saying there. All right. So certainly there could be, there could be something that you need to power through in the week ahead. Perhaps you even need to partner up with people in your life in the week forward as well. Lions don't, they're not solitary, right? They all have a pride. Okay. They all have their little tribe of lions there. So, you typically do have the leader, right? The, Leo of the pack, and then you've got all the female lions around. So maybe there is something that you can lean on someone for support, or perhaps this is a great week for teamwork and collaboration. But with that Lion energy there, that really is that reminder that you have the courage, you have the strength, you have the power to persevere, to power through, to overcome obstacles and challenges. But this also gives you that energy of discernment as well. Okay, not wasting energy on chasing every bright and shiny thing that comes across your path. Okay, so those lions, they, just because something runs past them, they don't go for it, right? It's like, oh man, I don't think that's for me, and they wait for the perfect moment, that perfect time. So that could certainly be what you are doing there. So we also have the peace energy coming out here as well. This brings you inner peace, outer peace. Perhaps there's a situation where you're looking for a peaceful resolution. Maybe you need to make amends with something. And of course, with the Lion, there is about releasing the past as well. So perhaps this week you're really finding your way forward past something that has been holding you back or tying you down in some way. And when we talk about forgiveness, it's really not about anybody else. When you embrace forgiveness, you actually give yourself permission not to let any past energies affect your current or future situations anymore. Okay, it's all about releasing that energy so that you can move forward. But this is a perfect time. It feels like, kind of like the Lion energy there, where you might be really patient for something. Perhaps this is a little bit of a quiet week for some of you, and you don't necessarily mean you got things going on, you're living your life and all these things, okay? But perhaps this is not the week where you get any big major shakeups, okay? But on the flip side of that coin, all right, in order to find your peace, to find your personal power, perhaps there is something that you need to stir up a little bit, okay? Sometimes we do need to make some difficult choices on our path to life. But let's see what comes out with the rest of your cards here. We've got the Ace of Wands. Lovely. So there is a new opportunity. Okay, so you've been very patient, and I think maybe now you're just feeling inspired as well. The Hanged Man brings in a slightly slower energy. We've got the Ten of Wands coming out there. Advice from Spirit. The Ace of Swords. And blessings headed your way. We do have the King of Swords coming out here. And last but not least, your overall outcome, potential outcome for your week. We've got the Temperance card giving you peace. Ah, very nice indeed. All right, energy at the bottom of the deck, the World. Okay, so when we have the World card, this shows that there is something that you're kind of done. Okay, so either you're about to complete something, maybe you're just trying to power through that Ten of Wands. Okay, something's been really challenging, really difficult, and you have not let anything kept you down. Okay, and you've just been going forward one step at a time, one very long step at a time. So the world does bring an energy of completion. It also brings in an energy of success. Okay, so if you are about to transition into something new, or you're about to make those improvements, perhaps you've been working on something super duper hard, because the benefits will actually be really good for you, right? Think about things like in your workplace or something like that, right? Someone gives you a project or a challenge, and you might not want to do it, and it might be really difficult, but it will be ultimately really rewarding for you, whether it's just something that'll look really good on your resume, or whether something that will give you rewards in your current workplace. But the World card can also show that you have hit the end of a really big cycle, okay? And you're about to really kind of step into your own power, right? You've come to the realization that nothing from the past can affect your current present situation or your future. You look back with the World card, you look back on the experiences, you look back on the lessons that you've learned throughout the last cycle, and you use those experiences to your advantage, but you're letting go of the energy. And so really take the time to, to think about where you're at, to enjoy a completion, okay? We sometimes rush from one situation into another, and we don't take that time out that we need to kind of gives ourselves the pat on the back, to recharge our batteries, right? We're sometimes on the go, go, go. But the World card can also show that you are, because it is an energy of expansion, big picture kind of thinking. So you could really be expanding your horizons. You could be thinking about the big picture, where you want to start something, and what the potential is for new projects, new ideas, okay, all of these things. And you're looking at that really big picture. What areas does it affect? What is the potential outcome with something there? All right, but we do have a great idea coming in here. The Ace of Wands, aces, you've got two aces here. Pretty good. Okay, aces are always gifts from the universe. Okay, so the seeds of something new, okay, or this fresh new energy to improve something. So the Ace of Wands is a wonderful energy. Okay, you're filled with inspiration, you're feeling motivated, you've got some drive, you've got some determination. Now you could be looking at starting something new with that Ace of Wands, okay, or you could just be looking to make improvements, okay? Perhaps this is just a week where you're just starting out gung-ho. Okay, whatever that is for you, okay, there's energy here for new beginnings, fresh starts. The Ace of Wands is quite often the first signs of manifestation as well. So perhaps, and those little lucky breaks, right? So certainly something where you can turn your vision into reality. How do you get started? Where do you go? Okay, what do you need to do, right? The Hanged Man comes in here to give you that patience, to give you as well that big picture way of thinking, okay? But this Ace of Wands is wonderful. It brings in a little bit of luck to your situation, and whether this is just a burst of energy that you need at the beginning of the week. Who doesn't need that at the start of the week, right? It's like, oh, because by the end of the week I think you're probably going to be a little bit tired. Okay, so at least you start out all fresh and all ready to face the week forward. Okay, but again, you could be having this burst of new ideas. You could just be feeling really motivated and inspired for the week forward, but you could also be looking for those new opportunities. You may actually find one in the week forward, okay? And if you haven't found one yet, I think you're keeping your eyes open. I think you're keeping your eyes peeled. It's like, yes, I'm at a pretty good place, but I think there's something more. So there's a little bit hunger, okay? Kind of like the Leo, the lion there, okay? A little bit of hunger for something more. Okay, but we've got the Hanged Man coming in here, bringing you some calm energy, bringing you some patience. All right, the Hanged Man is an energy that we actually need. Not everybody likes the Hanged Man, and of course this is coming up in the middle of your week, okay? So probably somewhere around Wednesday, okay, maybe Thursday. All right, and when we do get that Hanged Man energy, it is an invitation to take a time out, to look at things from a different angle, a different perspective. Okay, consider the Ace of Wands, right? Maybe you've got this, this new project or something that you want to, that you're looking to start, or maybe even some home improvements projects or something like that, right? And whatever that happens to be, you're starting off on the right foot, you're getting things going, and then I hit a pause. Okay, so that Hanged Man comes in here to bring you the energy to step back a little bit. Okay, to step back to observe how far you've come, or to observe and think about what you need to do next. Okay, it doesn't necessarily mean that you've hit a challenge or an obstacle, but sometimes we need to do a little bit of a check-in. We need to kind of, take that step and go, am I on the right track? Is there something I can do better? Is there anything I'm missing? Okay, so think about, that Hanged Man energy, about looking at, looking at something from the rooftops, right? That perspective looks a little bit different. You're gaining a different perspective. You're looking at things from different points of view, different angles. And of course, like the World card there, that big picture way of thinking. And when you do that, when you take the time out for that, you get some enlightenment. You get those little epiphany moments, okay? You get those bursts of inspiration, okay, and you kind of get the answers that you're looking for, okay, or you get a little bit clarity around your situation as well. The Hanged Man can also represent, okay, that maybe you're recharging your batteries by the middle of the week too, right? You start out all gung-ho and probably expend a little bit too much energy, and then by Wednesday you're like, okay, I think it's time for a nap. All right, I've been busy the last couple of days. All right, but I'm looking at the Peace card here as well, with this Ace of Wands and the 10 of Wands. And I think some of you are perhaps working on yourself, okay, working on finding your inner peace, okay. Perhaps you are even experiencing a week, a moment of clarity as well, okay. We do have an Ace of Swords coming in here also, okay. But sometimes, when we are trying to figure out how to be in this peaceful energy, our inner peace, our outer peace, okay, we sometimes really do need to take the time out and look at things from a different perspective. But if this is revolving around a person, and it certainly could be, okay, there may be a relationship that hits a bumpy patch, okay, or that already has, and there's a lot of challenges, there's a lot of burdens that come with this particular situation, but there's also a chance here for recovery. And if that's the case, that Hanged Man is super duper important, because this allows both parties to really expand their mind, right? Sometimes we get a little bit closed off. Sometimes we are focused on our wants and our needs, and or especially if we hit an impasse with a person, whether it's creative differences or something in our personal life, our work life, okay? And sometimes we you can have two people looking at a crystal, and two different people will view that crystal in a different way. One person will look at that and go, oh, it's absolutely beautiful. It's kind of a little bit rough. There's a lot of imperfections in it. It's not necessarily shiny, but it gives it a lot of character. And that person may have a really great appreciation for imperfection. Another person could come along and look at this same object and say, oh, you know what? I don't know. I don't like things that are rough around the edges. I like things to be smooth and polished, and I like to be able to see right through, and all these things. And it's two different people looking at one situation or one object with different points of view, because quite often that has to do with their background, okay, or their past experiences as well. So the Hanged Man comes in those situations to give you that energy that you need to have both parties see things from someone else's points of view, to be open to conversation, to hash things out a little bit, okay, and to either move past or maybe not. Okay. So at least there's, that potential for having that open discussion. And that can certainly bring in a resolution. Okay. So Temperance card and the World card can both be resolutions of a situation, okay? But we do have the 10 of Wands here. Now, the 10 of Wands isn't necessarily a horrific energy, but it does represent a little bit of a challenge, okay? So I think by the end of the week, okay, I think that you have gotten a lot done. You've gotten a lot accomplished, okay? But man, oh man, are you ever tired, okay? You haven't given up. Maybe you've had a lot of work piled on your plate. You got a lot of responsibilities to deal with, okay? And you keep moving one foot in front of the other. The great news is the Ten of Wands is completion, okay? So, but something that has been hard fought, hard won, and it's been a long road. So it could just be that your week feels like it's dragged on for about 2,000 years. Okay, by Wednesday, you're probably thinking, oh, is it Friday yet? Okay, it's kind of a little bit of a slower energy that's coming. It starts off quick, okay, but I think it slows down a little bit. All right, so you could just be really tired and world weary by the end of the week. So if that's the case, don't forget to recharge your batteries. Okay, take a little time out for yourself. But the Ten of Wands also quite often represents something where you may be completing something. Okay, you're at the end of the road, you're completing something, and now you're about to level up or start something new, but this does carry with it a lot more responsibility, a lot more burdens. So think of that workplace project that we mentioned a little bit earlier, right, as an example. And you take on this project and you just know that it's going to be hard work and that you're going to have to power through, but you know ultimately that once you're done, this will be one hell of a notch on your belt, right? This will be a great thing to put on your resume, or you may actually really get rewarded for that in your workplace. Okay, perhaps it's something that leads you on a path to a promotion. Okay, and sometimes promotions are like a double-edged sword. It's like, yay, I got a promotion, wonderful, it comes with more money, blah blah blah, but it also comes with more responsibilities. Okay, even though it is very exciting. Okay, so sometimes that Ten of Wands is not necessarily bad, but it does show a big level of responsibility, or those burdens. Okay, so the reminder there with that Ten of Wands is, yes, of course, remember to recharge your batteries. Okay, take some time out for yourself. All right, but the Ten of Wands also invites us to look at areas in our life where we can put up some boundaries, or we can share some responsibilities, delegate some responsibilities. So if you've been working hard all week, maybe you've got kids at home or a significant other, chores to do around the house, you're just exhausted, you're tired, you've been really busy. Perhaps there's, okay, you do this, let's divide to conquer here. Let's get all of our housework done in an hour, and then the rest of our weekend is free. Okay, so there may be some of those areas where you can delegate some responsibility, okay, and spread out the chores a little bit, so to speak. Okay, but we do have advice from Spirit, the Ace of Swords. Okay, now the Ace of Swords brings in a fresh energy, new ways of thinking. Okay, this also brings in messages from that come into your, how should I say that, come in through your crown chakra. Okay, so pay a very close attention to your intuition, okay, because I think your intuition is really going to help guide you. And especially in regards with that Hanged Man there, that Ace of Swords, really it is a fresh way of thinking, new conversations, new ways of looking at things. Okay, clarity. All right, clarity is really the key. So how can you get your clarity? Listen to your intuition, yes. Keep an open mind, absolutely. Okay, Hanged Man, keep an open mind. All right, have conversations with people, let things go. We can use that Ace of Swords there to detach from any old energies, okay, anything from the past, and we can really embrace our present moment and the future. So the aces are always a gift from Spirit. You've got two of them here. Okay, so what do you need new? What are you looking at? What are you thinking of? What do you need to talk about? Okay, what do you need to let go? All of these things, okay, because this is brand new, fresh energy that's coming in here. The Ace of Swords represents both of these energies, actually, the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords, but especially the Ace of Swords is some new way of thinking, okay, or some fresh thoughts or new knowledge, okay, or fresh conversations that lead you to the path of success and victory. All right, it is the hand of fate, of destiny, intervenes in your situation. So Spirit really says here that there may be a fated situation that you're dealing with, and it's something that's like a rite of passage you've got to go through. Okay, this could also be where fate intervenes in your situation and says, you know what, wherever you are right now, it's weighing you down. Okay, it's draining your energy. All right, I've got something new on the horizon, but keep an open mind. Okay, really think about things. Keep an open mind. Hanged man energy. It all comes back to the hanged man here for you guys, okay? So beautiful, fresh energy, new sources of inspiration, okay? Look at the new, right? And that's what Spirit says. There's something new here for you, okay? Whether it's just this fresh energy, letting things go and feeling like you are a new you, okay? Or whether you've got new ways of looking at things, okay? New projects, new opportunities. You might not even have the new opportunities necessarily this week. You could be on a period of exploration, okay, and looking at some potential, okay, opening up your world view, right, keeping that open mind, right? And sometimes when we do that, sometimes when we get a little bit curious about what is out there, okay, or, you know, about hobbies, new jobs, okay, relationships, all those things. Sometimes when we get in the curious kind of energy, we accidentally stumble upon something that can be wonderful. Okay, so keep that open mind there. But we've got your blessings headed your way, the King of Swords. Now, this can certainly represent a person that can give you some really good advice. Okay, someone who is a logical thinker, someone who's really smart, really communicative. And this can certainly be someone who you would benefit greatly from talking to, okay? It is a blessing headed your way, okay? So this can be a new person coming in, someone that you already know, perhaps, perhaps a friend, a co-worker, a significant other. And, between the King of Swords and the Ace of Swords, you got some major clarity coming in here. So whether this person gives you some advice or whether this is somebody that you really need to talk to, okay? And, maybe this is your person where you and them need to see each other's point of view with no expectations, okay? And this really can put you back on track, back in the driver's seat. But the King of Swords can also represent your energy, the power of thought, okay, your ability to really take the lead, okay, to get things going, to get things started, to see something through to completion. If you don't have all the answers that you're looking for in a situation, the King of Swords, by a combination of intuition, inner old soul wisdom, and also perhaps even some research, those answers are coming in. Big energy of clarity and a clear sense of direction are coming in here for you guys, okay? But again, both of those swords, the swords are really good, at releasing any kind of negative thoughts, okay, any kind of past energies, all right, and gives you this burst, this clear sense of knowing, this clear sense of direction, and really gives you this fresh energy, a new way of thinking, okay, or even just clearing away any kind of doubt or anything like that, okay? So it's like, I think that if you're a little bit confused about anything, the King of Swords brings in, brings in the answers that you're looking for. Again, whether this is intuitively, whether this is just your old school wisdom there, okay, or whether it is something external, okay, or maybe even something that you need to research and look up, okay, that King of Swords brings you that clarity and that clear sense of direction that you need, and perhaps even some positive communication as well, because this is certainly communication. And that Ace of Wands for some of you can represent a new opportunity, okay? You go out, you've got a new opportunity, perhaps you go on an interview or something, or maybe you're putting your resume together, all right? Or there's just a really important conversation that you need to have, and that King of Swords, master of communication. Your overall energy for your week, we've got the Temperance card. This is Sagittarian energy coming in here to bring in some balance, okay, to bring in some perhaps a deeper connection with spirit, angels, and guides, as well as this quite often comes in when you've got this spiritual guidance and protection that is right here for you. We always have it, okay, but it's like you got a little extra dose in the week ahead, okay? It's like, it's like this energy of someone's trying to pull you in a certain direction or really show you the light, okay, and give you that clear perspective that you perhaps have been missing, or maybe that you need in the week forward. But the Temperance card brings in patience, moderation. Okay, so again, sometimes we start out we have this big burst of energy and we're all busy in the week ahead, in the beginning of the week, and then by the end of the week we've expended our energy, right? And life is a marathon, not a sprint, and this may actually represent a sprint, but you should have been in the marathon kind of energy there. Okay, so everything in moderation when we've got the Temperance card. Okay, calm, patient energy. This brings peace. This can also bring healing and balance, okay, into your life as well. So again, with that 10 of Wands, perhaps there's somewhere where you need a little bit more balance. Okay, if you're dealing with a person, all right, with this peace situation, then I think that you really have that ability to bring about a peaceful resolution, okay, or to get back on the same page with somebody there, all right. But the Temperance card really does bring in this calm energy, great energy to round out your week, okay. And of course, in a week that looks a little bit busy, maybe one that has a lot of introspection and some deep thinking, okay, in your week forward, all right. But I think everything is going to work out tickety-boo for you, okay. And again, that Temperance energy, this calm energy that is coming in there, and it's absolutely beautiful. So remember to call on your angel spirits, your guides, if you are a little bit stuck at all, okay. And I think you'll get a lot of extra guidance and protection there that you need as well. But the Temperance card reminds you that you are the alchemist of your own life, okay. You can really create the life, the situation, the circumstances that you want, that are good for you, that are beneficial for you. All right, so I'm going to leave that there, but I'm going to close out your reading with a couple of Namaste cards. I love these things. These things are awesome. Anyways, there's your first card. And, oops, sideways one. A blessed season. Nice. Each season of your life is a gathering of precious moments. Each one has its purpose, unique beauty, challenges, and blessings. Everything is always unfolding in accordance with the divine will of your soul. All is a blessing and forever blessed. Beautiful message. And final message here, there is the card. And it says blessings of good fortune. Yes, that's nice. We like that. Rich and rewarding experiences bring you increased spiritual awareness at this time. Good fortune flows to you as your third eye opens. Nice. There's that spiritual energy with the Temperance card. You are inspired, feeling totally at peace. Life is a beautiful tapestry woven in threads of love. Love that. I'll leave that there for you guys. I hope there was something here that resonated with you in some way. If there was, please don't forget to like this reading, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I hope you guys have a great week. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.